Hey everybody, it's Derek from North Awakens here, bringing you our latest war recap. In this war, we went up against a clan, Justice Freedom. They did use the majority of their attacks, so we will scroll through what they did to all of our bases. Um, See, they did bring some pretty decent attacks, a few places, but mostly just a lot of go wipes and whatnot, two-star strategies. So we'll jump right into some of our cool attacks. First, we're going to take a look at P. Miller coming in on their number 4. And he is just going to use a nice little go-ho here. Send that hog, get the lure, drop the poison down, just soften up everything there. We're going to bring the dragon out and let the poison take care of the balloon. Then have a couple witches down to produce those skeletons to act as distraction. Sends in both those golems and then has the queen backing it all up. Sending a couple wall breakers here. Let's open up that compartment, and then that way he can just use a rage to take care of the queen and some other defensive buildings. So as they start, now that the queen's taken care of, at any point in time, he would be free to be able to go ahead and send in the hogs, and he does in pretty much just a little semi-Asian wall-esque deployment. With 3 heals for him, he can easily cover pretty much the rest of this entire base. As the golem's doing some taking on those expos, um, which all just kind of renting some damage from his hogs. Hogs are all grouped up together, so they're taking out these defenses pretty quickly as they all get there. Uh, with only a level 7 king, it's not really doing a whole lot of work to defeat his to defend against the hogs there. He does have a few skeletons beaten up on him, but the hogs are pretty much standing in heals the entire rest of this raid. Then have plenty of wizards working around the outside, a few skeletons from the witch, uh, and then just cleans up that last defense, turns around, takes out those skeletons, and the king goes onto the golem, and at which time queen will go up and take him out. It's just really nice raid, and everything went pretty smoothly. Good job, P. Miller. Next, we'll drop down just a few and take a look at one of the newest elders of North Awakens, X-Fire, coming in on their number 7. With But he's also using just a go-ho with a couple witches. So sends in the hog, typical stuff, luring. We'll speed through luring the CC and killing that because it does get quite boring watching just Dragaloon in the CC every single time. And that's all these guys had. So then from there, just coming in with his golems, already has wizards working, creating a super nice wide funnel. Really laid on that king, worked perfectly, just gave him one breadcrumb of a building, and then right into the queen, easily takes her out. And then just starts sending in a few hogs at all these outside defenses around the bottom of the base, which is most of where the defenses are that can even hurt him. With 3 heals, able to just cover pretty much every part of this base. Does end up popping a couple bombs, but they're all one by one and they're standing a heal, so it's nothing to them. The Hog will keep working around, taking out a few these last little defenses as they're in that last heal spell. The Queen's working around the other side of the defensive ring there with I don't know what she got locked onto and why she doesn't just step up to take out the Arch Tower, but would have been just a little bit quicker had that happened. Saved a few hogs because it does lose a few to that spring trap location. And from there, just has wizards around the outside, hogs on the opposite side of that ring, and the queen taking care of things in the middle. Awesome job, X-Fire, and congratulations. We'll go. Okay, we'll drop down quite a few into some Town Hall 8s. We're going to take a look at James coming in on their 18. And also use it to go ho. Just an opportunity to see Go Ho at Town Hall Eat. it's pretty important to see. It's what we're going to be, what you're more than likely going to be using in a scrim. So we'll see that. But once again, Dragloon in the CC drops that poison down, but same old stuff. This is Golem out in front tanking, sends it that king and the P.E.K.K.A. to go ahead and take out the defensive king, and then this was a cleanup attack, so it does know where all the knows where at least all the giant bombs are. The double set, which you just eliminated the pathing to by taking out those two archer towers. Um, and the pick is up, tanking, doing work in that giant southern teaser range thing. So as the hogs come in, just trickling them in on those outside defenses, they're just going to cut around through and into this core with a Tesla farm and a heal waiting for them. And just did an excellent job. I mean, something like 40% of this base is gone, and he still has all three of his spells and all his hogs left. He's just able to drop these heals anywhere he needs them and can cover the entirety of this guy's defensive structures. Didn't even need that third heal with that P.E.K.K.A. out tanking on the core, but uses it just to be safe because he wanted to, whatever he felt, but easily gets the job done. And the Wizards have basically cleaned up all the trash by this time. And then turn around on the Town Hall, Clan Castle, and it is over. Great job, James. Next, we'll drop down. It's about 7 more. Take a look at Sir Fowler coming in on their 25. Apparently the servers are slow today, so you'll see quite a little bit of delays. But that's okay. Just going to send in Hog, lure that CC. Does end up popping that giant bomb. Works out pretty conveniently there. So, I mean, these guys just had Dragloot in their CC, so it was very easy to be predictable. So what you were going to see on any of these attacks. Then just sends in a few hogs at each one of those little square compartments in just a nice circular fashion there. And then backs that up as everything moves into the core with some heals. Pops another bomb, but they're standing the heal, no big deal. And then has that final heal to cover those last few defenses, if he so liked. Does have a couple wizards around the ring there. Could have definitely been getting these wizards out earlier as his hogs were clearing um, a lot of these defenses out. It's really the only critique on this attack. Otherwise, you did an excellent job, Fowler. So we'll beat through this trash cleanup because there was quite a bit left, but it did not stand a chance. Great job. And then we'll take a look at one more. It's going to be tie 2 coming in on there, number 26. With a Govalo, so knew this was going to be in here. Sends in that hog, gets a CC lure. This guy was so kind as to have anchor buildings out in the corners that he can go ahead and take care of. So drop the poison, few wizards, as well as just barbs for distraction. Fortunately, the wizards did not lock right onto the balloon. It did get distracted on some of the barbs and stayed back a ways, but they're once they reroute to go up there, they take care of that, no problem. Drops that Quake, giving everything access to the core. And when he creates this nice wide funnel, he'll start sending in his Valks. And then a couple max Valks in the CC. You're going right into that core, and we'll have a heal waiting for them as they start shredding through all these buildings. And you can already see his loons are coming in on the sides as those air defenses are being engaged. Excellent timing with them. That's exactly how you want to do it. There's no reason, your balloons aren't great cleanup troops. You have no reason to try and save them for that. Protect that kill squad. It's going to be a much better job at cleaning up and much more value anyways. So he just gets a few of these buildings left. Those two archer towers did take out one of those balloons there that would have taken out that cannon, but they start getting to all of those defenses just in time. And from there, it is just all over. And then just clean up around the ring. Wizards on one side, the balloons, and Barb on the other, and Valks meeting the wizards on the far side. So great job, Ty. And great job to everybody at North Awakens on another win here. They did have some Town Hall 10s, so the star count was a little lower. It's tough when you're low Town Hall 9s to try and get multiple stars on some of those Town Hall 10 base designs. But we're doing a pretty good job at getting everything cleaned up very quickly. So great job, everyone, and thanks for watching.